reasons for somewhere to live, but they soon discover that few landladies welcome a pregnant teenager. With a tiny baby day after day is a bleak prospect. It takes a lot older the responsibility of parenthood alone. Susan was a 15-year-old schoolgirl when she found she was pregnant. After Katie was born, nothing could persuade her to give up her baby in spite of having to leave home. For nearly 4 months, Susan wandered from place to place.
I didn't plan a child. It just happened, you know. It was a mistake. But once I found out I was pregnant, then I wanted that child. I think my parents thought I was quite silly, really, at wanting it. Because my dad thought that it would ruin my career as it was at the time, you know, in the school life. Then, of course, there was the father of the child that didn't approve of him. And everything all seemed to point to me not having my child. The most anxiety I ever had was what on earth would happen to us after I'd had Katie. I wasn't bothered at all about the birth or anything like that at all. It was after.
This daycare centre in Darlington is run by the Church of England Children's Society. Here, Susan and Katie have found the trust and affection they need. They live in one of the bed-sitters available for unsupported mothers and babies above the centre. The girls living here learn to stand on their own feet and plan for the future with the help and encouragement of the skilled social workers. When Susan goes out to work, Katie plays in the nursery downstairs, where other local children in need are also helped.
I think the hostel has an awful lot of benefits. For someone who has never had to look after a child before, the nursery is really tremendous in the way that it can help you. The staff are marvellous. They're prepared to help you in any way they can.
What else can you put in?
Katie has been ill this past fortnight. She ran up a temperature of 104 last week, and she was really ill. But I knew that I had Miss Smith and Jean to turn to, and that they were there to be able to turn to for help. It's really marvellous how they do it. I have simply no idea what I would have done if I hadn't come to the nursery at all. Possibly I would have got some of the bed sit somewhere, but I know that that just wouldn't have worked out. I think now, looking back, due to family relationships, Katie would have had to go for adoption. I would have had no other choice. I was on my own, and if I couldn't cope, then I would have to give Katie up. And by coming to the nursery, I've learnt to be more independent. I earn all my own money, I pay my rent, and I buy my own food and I cook my own food. Everything I do is independent, yet I've got people to look back onto if I need them.
We haven't got any milk, and suddenly there was a rat-a-tat-tat at the door. And Michael said, "That'll be the milkman. Quickly, let's run out and have a look." And the milkman said, "How many pints of milk do you want today?"
Katie is very, very well looked after. She's got the companionship of other children, her own age and also older. Whilst Katie's in the nursery, she's continuously learning new things.
What have you done? Hold on. Come on then.
This nursery is a mixture of a residential hostel for unsupported mothers, such as me, and also a day nursery for children from Darlington. When I first came, Katie was 4 months old, and once I'd settled down after Christmas, I decided to get a job. So Katie went into the nursery, after I got a job, and I went out to work. I'm more or less completely looking after Katie, apart from when she was in the nursery, and I'm supporting her completely. My future at the moment is pretty vague. I don't really know at the moment what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm at a bit of a standstill really again, but something will turn up. Whether I get married or not, I don't know. That would be the easy solution. I could get married, but at the moment I don't know whether I want to. In fact, I don't really know what I want to do in the future.
And then have a quick look at the them two there, them big ones, and then the top two big ones.
Nobody would ever have got Katie from me anyway. Not forever. Any time.
Later, yeah. And later, baby, 5 minutes.
Susan and Katie are fortunate. When they leave the centre, they will still have the help of the Children's Society when they need it. But for many young girls who decide to keep their babies, the world outside can be a very cold and unfriendly place. What you have just seen is a small part of the Church of England Children's Society's work, but the story doesn't end there. This national childcare charity works within the home to prevent family breakdown and offers daycare and social work help to families under stress. Its experimental work includes help for physically and mentally handicapped children, latchkey children, one-parent families, and disturbed adolescents. It runs children's homes and special centres to meet the needs of children in residential care and provides a fostering and adoption service for children of all ages, including those often considered hard to place because of handicaps and special problems. You can find out more about the Society's Christian